Are you willing to try something different? Now, I'm giving you some things for you to think about that you decide consciously, am I or not? Because I want you to take these things to the Lord. And if you are willing to say to the Lord, Lord, I'm willing to try something different. Lord, I'm willing to let you change some things. Because God is not overriding your will. Every time we kept sitting there and we want God to fix something, but when he brings around what it takes to fix it, we're not willing to let him do the process that's going to give us what we ask for. You've probably heard this story before, but there was an area being flooded, and the water was rising, and a truck come by this home. The water was getting over nearly already up in the road a little bit, and up the edge of his house, and this come to get everybody out. And the man wouldn't go. He said, no, I prayed, and the Lord's going to rescue me. I'm praying that God will rescue me. So he left. In a little while, the water kept rising. Now he's already up on his second floor because the water's already filled the first floor. And here comes the boat by with some rescuers and tells him to climb out the window and get in. He said, no, I prayed, and I'm believing God's going to rescue me. So they go on. And now he's on the top of the roof, and the water's about halfway up the roof. And a helicopter comes by. And they drop a ladder down to rescue him. He said, no, I'm believing God's going to rescue me. Well, then the water went over his head, and he drowned. But he did go to heaven. He's a Christian. He wasn't a very smart one, but he went to heaven. And the first question he had was, God, why didn't you rescue me? He said, I sent somebody with the truck. I sent somebody with the boat. I sent somebody with the helicopter. We see, we put a little box in how God's got to do something. But if he doesn't do it the way we think he ought to do it, we don't even recognize it. We resist it and let it go because he's got to do it the way we put him in a little box. Well, if he's already decided it's going to be either the truck, the boat, or the helicopter, that's your three choices, then the fourth one is you drowned. You don't get rescued. God's not going to change his plan. We have to change. That's what I'm saying. We've got to make some changes. So all that matters is, what is his plan?